Hello guys, this is Ruben, welcome back to the channel. Today we are in the city of Osh and we're gonna have the classic big ass walk on the city so we can see most of the touristic stuff, to see what we're interested in and what we're not. So let's start here in one of the main parks that is on the city, where I think you have generally 50% of the things, 60% of the things that you want to see. So we have over here this big ass mountain, which is probably what we're gonna do a little bit later to reach the top, and you get like one of the best viewpoints apparently here in Osh. But so far in this area, one of the things that I'm very interested to is the Archaeological Museum. We have this gigantic star saying hello over here. And in this part of the park, you know, yesterday it was a little bit more crowded. I guess when the sun goes away, it's gonna be more people here. You have a few restaurants, you have a few places in here where you can sit down and have a drink. And I think we are gonna head to the museum to see what's up here. In comparison with the last place where I went to museums, which is Karakol, this does feel like a museum. This looks interesting, guys. Let's have a look inside, let's see the prices. Alright, but big failure, it's closed. Apparently the lights went off and they are trying to fix it, so it won't be open for an hour. So I guess we'll just have a tiny stroll through the mountain, and maybe when we come back this is open and we can explore a little bit of the history and the culture of the city. Next to the park, the Sulaiman Too mountain, which is where we were before, we have here the Osh State University, which is not really something touristic. I just think that the building is gorgeous. It's all red and shiny. All right. Well, going all the way around the park, you get to this cutie entrance where we are heading back, I think, to a museum to see the petroglyphs. And I think if we continue going all the way up, we will have the views of Osh. You know, guys, this is not my full type of tourism, but it's always good to have at least one peek to everything that is on the city, because perhaps you might be interested in something new and it's something that it might stick with me forever, so we don't know. We thought of that because if you come in summer, it's a morning hike. This is not a 2 in the afternoon as I'm doing right now. Sulaiman Too is a sacred mountain, and I'm gonna tell you properly by reading the story a little bit about the place, so I don't want to mess everything up. For at least 1.5 million years, Sulaiman Too has been revered as a sacred mountain. Its 5 peaks on a slope contain a large ensemble of ancient cold places and caves with petroglyphs, all interconnected with a network of ancient paths as well as later mosques. The mountain is an exceptional spiritual landscape reflecting both Islamic and pre-Islamic beliefs, and particularly the cult of the horse. Sulaiman Too corresponds closely to iconic images in the universe of Avesta and Vedic traditions. If I am correct, this is the only UNESCO World Heritage Center that you have here in Kyrgyzstan, and as it usually happens to me, I had no idea this was here and I just stumbled upon it, which is exciting. Yay! So now that we know a little bit more about the place, let's have a peek. This is beautiful. What a view, guys. I get it. It's a beautiful place. I really get it. Beautiful. I'm not very identified with the culture here, so I don't want to be disrespectful if I enter on the mosque, or if I don't. There were quite a lot of people there and I thought it was better just to not disturb, so I just decided to continue walking. And you have this beautiful view of the city in both sides, and you can see down there is a mosque, and I feel that is the next spot that I'm gonna try to reach. But in winter, what they have here in general is around -10 degrees. So you're gonna be fighting the opposite circumstance that I'm fighting right now, which is like I'm looking for shadow. I'm trying to... Wow, that cave over there. Hey, you.
I guess no one's to blame, nobody crossed the line.
I think the most is gonna have to wait because there's one cave here that I want to explore. There's one cave there that I want to explore. And you have the beautiful views of the city under. That's a nice hike.
But I remember days I wondered we were always gonna last. Yeah.
Oh, this is one of these moments where I felt like I should have taken the drone with me. Amen.
How could we fall so fast? Will be no hard goodbyes. Thank God we're
All right. See, the mountains out there getting wilder from there. And you have the city and the rest, it looks like it's desert. But no desert. Just desertic area. For some reason it's actually bigger than I thought. I assumed that also would be a little bit more tiny, but it's actually quite big, guys. Feels like in that area we have a touristic center, big buildings and everything, the same that over here. While the rest of this area I just feel more like houses, a residential area where people live. And I don't know what's going on because I haven't seen any petroglyph. I assume that if I was going up the mountains I might have a bigger chance of finding some of them, but none so far. Alright, so we're reaching the next part of the Sulaiman Too mountains, which are the caves. This is a museum. I don't know if it's gonna be open now, but I see a lot of people here. I would assume it is. Let's see what the price is here. Perhaps we don't have time to go to the Archaeological Museum, but maybe we can do it tomorrow morning or something. Let's go here. Ah la la, here it is. It's 50 some to come in. I'm curious. Yeah. Ooh, chilly here. Look at this. Oh, wow. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you make a museum, guys. Look at this. I have a quick explanation, I guess, in Kyrgyz, in Russian, and in English about the things that are going on here. They have some bowls in this area. Oh, the cage is gorgeous. Gravestones. Wow. Oh, this is a burial. Wow. This is awesome, guys. Definitely something you should not miss when you come here. Look at this. So this is a reconstruction of ancient Kyrgyz graves in the 7th and the 10th century. Look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. Sculpture of Buddha. This is something I never imagined finding here. Tower of Silence, which is a burial building of the fire worshippers. Wow. And this, guys, is a pizza oven. This is also a house burial building of the fire worshippers. Wow. Wow. So, if that is to make a wish, for us to become the coolest community in YouTube. But this is almost coming to an end. Look at this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful way up. I think this is a small museum, guys, but it's a cave. So they do not decide probably the size of a place, but this is unbelievable. This is very beautiful. I feel lucky to be here with these buddies exploring the culture of Kyrgyzstan. It's very impressive, guys. Very impressive. We are finishing with the Sulaiman Too, and I'm noticing that I really hope the name is pronounced like that, because otherwise I said it 70 times on the video. We are getting down at the mountain. This is exciting. I'm really curious to see this mosque over here. Why don't we fast forward a little bit? Woo! Oh yeah, beautiful. Wow. This mosque is pretty. I've seen them prettier, but I think the most impressive thing that you have in here is not only the beautiful mosque, but you have also the mountains behind. It just makes it look very mystical. Well guys, this feels like a very comfortable and normal walk to make in Osh. If you come in this direction, which is very close to where we were on the mountain, there's also a zoo if you want to visit. I am not a big fan of this. And also if we go into this direction, we have a bazaar, but today is closed, so there's not much more that I can show you today. Hope this gives you a good idea on what to do in Osh if you come here for a couple of days. Thanks for watching. Peace.